I wanted to talk about the fact that all things are made out of energy. I wanted to talk about the fact that when we want to measure brain activity, we use, electrodes on the head in order to, read certain activity in the brain. And we know that when the heart stops, that we use the paddles, and we shock people in order to, the defibrillators, to get the heart to restart. We know that when we walk into a room, you basically can feel the energy, whether it's a positive or a negative. And when you take that thought and you say, okay, if all things are energy and we're made up of energy, we know that basically our heart has a magnetic field that, reaches like almost 10 feet away from us. I mean, 5 to 10 feet, I think it is. We realize that, what we really should be aware of is the surroundings that we keep ourselves in. In order to be grounded, we should be outside with our shoes and socks off, walking in the grass, walking, in the sand, on the earth, in the dirt. I believe that this is truly healing for the human body. American Indians, the original religious sects that were studying, the earth and its healing components. The energy is healing. We know that the sun gives us vitamin D. We know that water hydrates our cells and keeps us healthy when the water's clean. We know that the plants are nourished with vitamins. We know that if we eat a good balanced meal of real fruits and vegetables that don't have pesticides, that haven't been processed, we know that foods can heal us. We know if we live a pure lifestyle that our bodies can heal. It's not a secret, and it doesn't take a college degree. It's not, rocket science here. It's not, talking about physics. This is really in its simplest form that when we want to love ourselves, we have to take care of ourselves. And in order, to have true enlightenment, you have to realize that your body is a gift and you only have one, and you got to take care of it. I mean, no one needs to tell you these things. You know it. And I feel like I've kind of run around in this life for a pretty long time, ignoring the truth and just kind of doing whatever I wanted. The food tastes good, and, I'm emotionally kind of, just lashing out whenever I lost my temper, and kind of having temper tantrums when I didn't get my way. It kind of put a lot of strain on relationships that really meant the most to me. And I want people to realize that it's all connected. When we eat certain, animals that have been grown in these farm-raised atmospheres where they're unable to move because they're completely confined, these animals are stressed out, and those stressors release hormones in the animal. When we consume an animal that's been stressed out, you think that those hormones don't get into our bodies and reach us at a cellular level. You think that, the reason that you're moody, or you don't really know why you're moody, you don't think it has anything to do with maybe that you're eating tainted meats, that, these animals have been mistreated and then, just slaughtered and then thrown in the grocery, displays. We pick it up and we eat it. We have absolutely no idea what we're putting in our body. And we have no idea that the food that is not good for us is really changing us on a cellular level. And we don't realize that we're contributing to what is the problem. We should all have a standard for the way that we live. We should have a standard for the food that we eat. We should have a standard for the way our children are being educated. For the longest time, I had no idea that in order for us to learn at our highest potential, we should be engaging both sides of the brain. Why aren't we doing, brain exercises in school? Why aren't children being taught how to cross the meridian so that we can engage both sides of the brain? I mean, it's time that people start to wake up, because enlightenment is what actually creates the ascension for humanity. We can't raise above the evil that we are amongst unless we come together and realize it together and pray together. You know, there's a way. There's a way to get out of this turmoil. There is a way to get healthy. There is a way to live in joy every single day. Follow me, because I'm going.